happening now just moments ago. Day 3 in the search for a missing 7-year-old Shreveport boy who's believed to have been swept away in high waters in a drainage ditch resumed in Shreveport. Let's go ahead and get right out to KSLA News 12's Nicolette Schleisman, who joins us live from those search efforts on Mansfield Road this morning. Nicolette, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Marie, this is the third day of the search for Daysean Combest, and as you can see behind me, we are near Brush Bayou, just past, just south of 70th and Mansfield, on Mansfield Road. You can see behind me the coroner's van is here. I saw them just leave their van not too long ago and go towards the bayou. I can't quite see exactly what's happening over there because obviously there are a lot of cars in the way, and it is across the street from where we are right now. But again, very heavy police presence. They've even blocked off Mansfield Road northbound from Valley View Drive to 70th Street, so no one can drive past what is happening right now. Again, a heavy police presence here off Mansfield Road. A lot of people, Sheriff's Office, the County Parish Coroner's Office, Shreveport Fire, Shreveport police officers, all here. We are waiting for word as to what's going on as of right now, but as you can see, there is a heavy police presence here off of Mansfield Road in this third day of the search for 7-year-old Daysean Combest. And so we are just waiting now for word from authorities as to what is happening right out here, and hopefully we should be getting a word soon. But again, the coroner's office did, I saw someone down there just go down towards the bayou, and there is a heavy police presence. I don't know if you can see it from here, people over by the bayou kind of just congregating around it as of right now. So we are still continuing to follow this. We'll bring you all the latest updates right here on KSLA News 12 and on our KSLA News 12 app. Reporting live in Shreveport, Nicolette Schleisman, KSLA News 12.
Again, we are still working to get more details, but authorities have just confirmed to us that they have recovered the body of what they believe is the body of 7-year-old Daysean Combest, who's been missing since Tuesday afternoon. His body was believed to have been washed away in a swollen floodwaters in a drainage ditch out near his home. Again, this is still a very active scene out here. We want to get right to KSLA News 12's Josh Robertson. Now we have him back live. Josh, tell us what's going on. Everything developing by the second now.
Absolutely, guys. And Marie, what you just said, police have said they have recovered a body that they believe to be the 7-year-old Daysean Combest, who went missing, like we know, on Tuesday. I'm going to get behind the camera here. If you can see kind of what I'm looking at, it's still hard to tell exactly. They have Mansfield blocked off for about a mile, I'd say, between East 70th and one of the roads down their way. Now you can see police here still on the scene right now. Like we said, they do believe they have recovered the body of 7-year-old Daysean Combest. And we're looking at the scene here right now, like you can see it. We did see a stretcher being taken down that valley there just a moment ago, and we do know that there are several foreigners on scene as well. Like I said, this is still unfolding moment by moment here. We do know, like we said, once again, they have recovered a body that they do believe to be the body of 7-year-old Daysean Combest. So we're going to keep you up to date. For now, reporting in Shreveport, Josh Robertson, KSLA News 12.
All right, thank you, Josh. Again, a very active scene out there. They have the road of Mansfield Road actually blocked between 70th and Valley View Drive. Again, all of this coming into us at the moment. Breaking news. Again, they do believe they have confirmed that they've recovered the body of who they believe is the missing 7-year-old Daysean Combest, who've been missing since Tuesday afternoon. A lot of people in our community really hoping that this will provide at least some closure to such a tragic, heartbreaking story. It's touched a lot of people. A lot of people have been hoping that they could make a recovery of this little boy. Let's go ahead and toss it over to KSLA News 12's Nicolette Schleisman, who is live on Mansfield Road as well. Nicolette, what's happening where you are right now?
Yeah, well, I'm not too far from where Josh is right now, but there is a large crowd of people here. Some of them have just left, but as we learned that there was a body found believed to be of the missing 7-year-old, I could hear audible crying. People are very sad and upset learning this terrible news. The coroner's van just drove off within the last few minutes, not even minutes, probably seconds, and you can see kind of across the street there's a large presence of fire and police talking with each other over there. Again, this has a very hard time for the community because a lot of people were very concerned and very active in the search for missing 7-year-old Daysean Combest, and we're hoping for some miracle today. But again, Shreveport Fire Department has confirmed that they have found a body believed to be of the missing 7-year-old, but they will not know for sure until there is a coroner's autopsy on that body. But again, this is not the outcome that a lot of people were hoping for out here. Marie?
All right, thank you very much, Nicolette. Now, let's go ahead and give you a timeline of how this whole thing started. It all started Tuesday afternoon. That's when Shreveport first responders began rescue efforts. There was heavy rain in the area at the time they went missing. The boy's mother called 911 when she found his shoes near a drainage ditch. Crews searched all day Wednesday from where the boy went missing to Brush Bayou, and that's where all the rainwater drains. Now, we've been covering this story since we first broke it Tuesday afternoon, and Fire Chief Scott Wolverton was discouraging some of the community members from helping with the search just because the area was so dangerous, and it is very difficult to properly search the area. But there have been dozens of volunteers and, in fact, more than 100 law enforcement and other officials who've volunteered in the search for little Daysean. Now, he went missing on Orla Avenue, which is just south of Interstate 20 in the Ingleside neighborhood. You can see it right there on the map. That's not too far from the Independence Bowl and the state fairgrounds. Now, when Daysean was swept away, all that stormwater actually flows south into where they found him and recovered his body just a few minutes ago on Mansfield Road. Now, we've looked at the rain amounts in the part of town where all this happened, and radar estimated that only about a quarter of an inch of rain actually fell at the time. But since it fell in such a short amount of time, instead of being soaked up into the ground, a lot of that water ended up in the drainage system. But how much water are we talking about? Well, we're talking within 1/2 mile, more than 1 million gallons of water. And if you consider the surrounding area where rain was even heavier, we may be talking almost 9 million gallons of water just in that part of town Tuesday afternoon. So trying to move that much water in such a short amount of time is what led to the drainage system filling up quickly and the water moving so quickly through it. Now, you can find all the information that we know at this time posted on our KSLA News 12 app and online at ksla.com. Again, we have just confirmed that officials have recovered what they believe is the body of missing 7-year-old Daysean Combest, who was believed to have been swept away by those heavy flood waters in that drainage ditch on Tuesday afternoon. There is an 11 a.m. news conference set with officials. Again, we have 2 crews live at the scene, and we'll continue to follow this story and pass along any new details as they come in. Now, hundreds of people have been searching for Daysean over the last nearly 3 days now. That includes several employees with the city of Shreveport, the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office, also assisting in the search, and at least 7 other agencies have helped in some form or fashion. Last night, family, friends, and community members all came together for a vigil in front of Christ Temple Church Ministries, which isn't too far from the site where Daysean was last seen. Again, a lot of people hoping for a miracle today. Obviously not the outcome that they wanted just a few minutes ago after recovering his body, but a lot of people now hoping that this can provide some sort of closure for the family. Last night, you can see them gathering in prayer for Daysean and Daysean's mother, who didn't leave the scene of the search. She told us that she is extremely thankful for all the prayers and support that she has received over these last 24 hours. She says, again, she could not ask for a better community to surround her at this very difficult time for her family. She spoke with our own Doug Warner last night, really reliving the frantic moments of what happened when she realized that her little boy went missing into that drainage ditch, and how she tried to rescue him and frantically had to make that choice to call 911. You can see them chatting right there last night. Again, she wants to make sure that the community knows how thankful she is for everyone's support, their thoughts, and their prayers over the last nearly 3 days. This really has been gripping the entire community. Everyone Again, hoping for a miracle, hoping that this little boy would have been found, but unfortunately it was not the outcome everyone was looking for this morning. They have recovered the body of what they believe is 7-year-old Daysean Cumbest. Right now, the coroner's office has taken that body from the scene, and they are going to do an official identification of it. And we know that family members have been notified, and a lot of people really just trying to provide comfort and strength to Daysean's family at this hour. Now, the case has brought fresh attention to the covers over the drainage system in the city. Officials say the large drains are needed to properly alleviate flooding from heavy rains, but some city council members now want to look at installing grates to cover those drains. And in some places, the drains are large enough where an adult can crawl on their belly. So we can only imagine, you know, a small child making it through there without any problems. And in other drainage drains, they're even larger. The council is expected to review the city's drainage system. Let's go ahead and head back out live now to KSLA News 12's Nicolette Schleisman, who's at the scene. Nicolette, we saw a crowd of people there. A very emotional scene, I'm sure, this morning.
It is, Marie, and it's hard not to get emotional myself because this is a 7-year-old child that we're talking about that they believe they found his body. But the crowd has pretty much dispersed after that news came out. A lot of people were crying. And as you can see behind me, Mansfield Road has reopened now to traffic, and it looks like a lot of the people that were on the traffic law enforcement wise are starting to leave or have left already. Just a couple minutes ago, within the past 15 minutes or so, the coroner's office did drive away after they found a body believed to be of missing 7-year-old Daysean Cumbest. Absolutely not the outcome that anybody was hoping for. Everybody was hoping for some sort of miracle. I had people coming up to me saying that they just hoped that there was some sort of miracle that he would be found alive and safe. But again, Shreveport Fire Department has confirmed that they have found a body believed to be of the missing 7-year-old boy. A lot of people, again, really sad and emotional out here at the Sutherland's parking lot just across the street. And so many people came out, and once they saw the coroner come back, that's when everybody kind of just got very emotional, and it got very real for everybody out here. Marie?
All right, thank you, Nicolette. Again, all of this information really breaking within the last 20 minutes. You can find the latest details that we have posted for you online on KSLA.com and on our KSLA News 12 app. We'll be right back with more.